Cryptosporidium, or as it's known in public health circles, that sneaky little parasite that just won't quit. It's the microbial menace behind thousands of pool-related outbreaks, a stomach-churning villain with a name that sounds like a Marvel supervillain and the attitude to match. And unlike your ex who ghosted you after 3 texts, Crypto sticks around in chlorinated water for up to 10 days. That's right, this parasite doesn't just crash the pool party. It moves in, takes over the snack bar, and leaves everyone running for the bathroom. Let's start with what makes Cryptosporidium so infuriating. This thing isn't just another germ that chlorine wipes out in 30 seconds. It's encased in a hard outer shell, a microscopic hazmat suit, that makes it incredibly resistant to chemical disinfection. Standard chlorine levels that kill most bacteria in under a minute? Crypto just shrugs and floats on, flipping a metaphorical bird at your pool chemicals. This parasite spreads through, and we're sorry to say it, fecal matter. It only takes one infected person, particularly a diapered toddler with questionable poolside ethics, to release a few million oocysts into the water. The infectious dose? As few as 10. Not 10 million. 10. That's fewer organisms than fingers on your hands, and suddenly you're in danger of spending your weekend hugging a toilet and regretting that poolside smoothie. Crypto outbreaks aren't rare. In fact, they're the leading cause of recreational water-associated illness in the United States. Between 2009 and 2017, there were over 440 outbreaks linked to crypto, causing more than 7,000 reported cases. The real number? Probably much higher, because let's face it, most people don't exactly sprint to the doctor to report watery diarrhea unless they're also simultaneously Googling, "Am I dying?" So how does it spread so easily? One word: humans. We like to pretend pools are sterile blue wonderlands, but in reality, they're a warm communal soup of everyone's bodily contributions. People don't shower before they swim. Kids pee freely. Adults pee sneakily. And nobody wants to admit that little Timmy's accident may have caused a microbiological cascade of doom. Crypto sees all this and says, "Perfect. Let's colonize." Even worse, standard pool filters aren't great at catching these parasites. Crypto is small, really small, and unless the facility uses high-level filtration like UV treatment or ozone disinfection, those oocysts can stay in circulation longer than a TikTok trend. So even if chlorine eventually wins the battle, it's often days too late, and by then, everyone's already sick, blaming the potato salad, and wondering if that foam noodle was worth it. What can you do to protect yourself? First, don't swallow the water. This sounds obvious until you remember that swimming involves excitement, splashing, and the occasional accidental mouthful. Teach kids to keep their mouths shut, ideally in the pool, and also when tattling about their siblings. Second, if you've had diarrhea recently, don't swim. That's not a suggestion. That's a plea on behalf of all gastrointestinal tracts everywhere. Crypto can keep shedding from your body for weeks after symptoms stop, so take a break from the pool. Sit in the shade. Read a book. Let your gut microbiome heal in peace. Parents, check those swim diapers constantly. They're not magic shields. They're more like leaky containment fields that delay the inevitable. If you wouldn't want to sit in it at the dinner table, it shouldn't be in the pool. And finally, give some love to pools that use secondary disinfection systems like UV or ozone. These are the high-tech bouncers of the microbial world, and they're way better at kicking crypto out than chlorine alone. If your local pool is bragging about their UV filters, that's not just marketing. That's survival. In the end, Cryptosporidium isn't going anywhere. It's too clever, too armored, and way too comfortable living rent-free in chlorinated pools. But with a little awareness, a lot of hand-washing, and a strict no-poop-in-the-water policy, looking at you, toddlers, we might just keep this parasite from turning our summer fun into a bathroom marathon.